Add this to your morning oatmeal to help stop artery clogging after 60, and it could do more for your heart than any pill. Harvard researchers and studies in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that certain foods can actually restore artery flexibility, lower bad cholesterol, and improve circulation. 3 keys to keeping your heart strong as you age. Think about that: your breakfast. Something as simple as oatmeal can become the most powerful medicine you take all day. And you don't need anything exotic or expensive. Just 3 everyday foods found in any grocery store. Blueberries, to fight oxidation and stiffness. Ground flaxseed to lower LDL and protect your arteries. And walnuts to boost blood flow and calm inflammation naturally. In this video, we'll look at how these foods work inside your body, how to tailor them for your health, and how to make one simple bowl of oats your daily defense against clogged arteries after 60. Most people over 60 start to notice small things: feeling tired faster on a walk, getting cold hands more often, or just not having the same energy in the morning. It's not just getting older. Inside your body, your arteries, those quiet tubes that carry life, begin to lose their flexibility. Over time, tiny particles of cholesterol, sugar, and inflammation build up, layer by layer, until blood can't flow as freely as before. The good news is, your body isn't broken. It's responding to years of habits, and it can respond again in the other direction. Studies from the Cleveland Clinic and Harvard Health show that even after 60, people who eat foods rich in antioxidants and omega-3 seconds can restore some elasticity in their arteries within just weeks. That means it's never too late to change how your blood flows, and it can start with something as small as your morning bowl of oats. Every heartbeat sends life through more than 60,000 miles of blood vessels, enough to circle the earth twice. But as we age, these vessels slowly change. Their inner walls, once smooth and elastic, become rougher and stiffer. This process, called arterial stiffness, often starts quietly in our 50 seconds and 60 seconds. Scientists at Johns Hopkins University explain that aging arteries lose collagen and elastic fibers the same way skin loses its stretch. The result: higher blood pressure, slower circulation, and more strain on the heart. Add to that decades of sugar spikes, processed fats, and inflammation, and plaque begins to form. The American Heart Association notes that even mild plaque buildup can reduce oxygen flow to the brain and muscles, which is why fatigue, cold hands, or brain fog often show up long before a heart attack. But here's the encouraging part. Research keeps showing that diet can literally change how your arteries behave. A major review in the European Journal of Nutrition, 2021, found that certain plant-based foods, especially those rich in antioxidants, soluble fiber, and omega-3 seconds, improve endothelial function, meaning the artery's ability to expand and contract with each heartbeat. These foods help by reducing LDL oxidation, stopping cholesterol from turning sticky, calming inflammation, easing stress on vessel walls, boosting nitric oxide, a natural compound that relaxes arteries and improves blood flow. In practical terms, that means more oxygen reaching your brain, better stamina during walks, and lower pressure on your heart. What's remarkable is how fast these changes can happen. A study from the University of Reading found measurable improvements in arterial flexibility after just 4 weeks of eating antioxidant-rich berries. Another from Loma Linda University showed that people who ate a small handful of walnuts daily had healthier blood vessel responses in as little as 6 weeks. So no, your arteries aren't fixed in their current state. They're dynamic. And with the right foods, even breakfast can become a form of gentle repair, helping your heart beat easier, one morning at a time. If your arteries could talk, they'd probably thank you for every handful of blueberries you've ever eaten. These tiny blue fruits do far more than add color to your breakfast. They actively protect and repair your blood vessels from the inside out. The magic lies in a group of plant compounds called anthocyanins, the pigments that give blueberries their deep blue-violet hue. Scientists at Harvard University and the University of East Anglia discovered that adults who regularly ate foods high in anthocyanins had a 12% lower risk of heart disease and showed better blood vessel flexibility than those who didn't. When you eat blueberries, these compounds go straight to work inside your arteries, They act as antioxidants, neutralizing unstable molecules called free radicals that slowly damage your artery walls. Think of them as gentle cleaners removing microscopic irritants before they can cause inflammation or plaque buildup. Over time, this protection makes a visible difference. The Journal of Gerontology published a study showing that older adults who consumed 1 cup of blueberries a day for 12 weeks had significant improvements in arterial stiffness and endothelial function, meaning their blood vessels could expand and contract more easily, like a younger person's. You might notice this improvement not through lab results, but through how you feel. More warmth in your hands and feet, better circulation, a steadier heart rate during walks, a clearer, more awake feeling in the morning. These small shifts are signs your arteries are relaxing, allowing blood and oxygen to flow freely again. Blueberries also influence something called nitric oxide production, a natural molecule your body uses to signal your arteries to open up. As nitric oxide increases, your blood pressure tends to settle into a healthier range. In one experiment from the University of Maine, participants who drank blueberry smoothies daily showed lower systolic blood pressure after just 8 weeks. Even your cholesterol benefits. Blueberries help prevent LDL oxidation, the stage where cholesterol particles turn sticky and start attaching to artery walls. This is one of the earliest steps in atherosclerosis, the slow, silent process that narrows arteries over time. By stopping it early, blueberries keep those pathways clear. The best part? You don't need anything fancy. Both fresh and frozen blueberries deliver the same benefits. Frozen ones are often flash frozen right after harvest, preserving nearly all their antioxidants. When they melt into your warm oatmeal, they release their deep color, a natural sign those protective compounds are activating. Here's how to make them work for you. Add ½ cup of fresh or frozen blueberries to your oatmeal each morning. Avoid canned or syrup-preserved varieties. The added sugar can undo many of the heart benefits. If you want variety, mix in raspberries, blackberries, or strawberries. Different berries offer slightly different antioxidants, giving your body a wider range of protection. And if you ever doubt such a small food could make a difference, consider this. The American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that eating blueberries daily improved blood vessel function as effectively as some mild medications without side effects. So next time you stir blueberries into your oats, don't think of it as decoration. Think of it as maintenance, a daily tune-up for arteries that have carried you faithfully for decades. They've worked hard for you. Now, a few berries each morning can return the favor. If blueberries are the body's gentle protectors, then flax seeds are its quiet janitors, cleaning out what doesn't belong. These tiny golden or brown seeds may look simple, but inside they hold one of nature's most powerful tools for clearing bad cholesterol and keeping arteries supple. Flax seeds have been studied for decades for their unique combination of soluble fiber, plant-based omega-3 seconds, ALA, and lignans compounds that together create a triple defense against arterial clogging. Let's start with the fiber. Inside your digestive tract, the soluble fiber in flaxseed acts like a sponge. It traps LDL cholesterol particles, the bad kind that hardens arteries, and helps carry them out of your body before they can do harm. Researchers at the University of Manitoba found that participants who ate 30 grams, about 3 tablespoons, of ground flaxseed daily saw their LDL cholesterol drop by 10–15% within 1 month. That's a real, measurable change from a single food. But flaxseed's benefits don't stop there. The ALA, omega-3 fatty acids they contain, help nourish the endothelium, the thin inner lining of your arteries. This lining is like Teflon, smooth, flexible, and resistant to buildup when healthy. Over time, high blood pressure and inflammation wear it down, making it more like Velcro, sticky and uneven. ALA gently restores this smoothness, helping blood glide more easily through your vessels. Studies from the National Research Council of Canada show that people who consume flax regularly have less arterial inflammation and better blood flow responses to stress, meaning their arteries can relax faster after being constricted. Then there are lignans, natural antioxidants that fight oxidative damage and even support hormonal balance. These compounds help block the formation of plaque by stopping LDL from oxidizing the same early process blueberries help prevent. Together, they make a perfect team. Blueberries defend, flax cleans. You might also notice some subtle perks once flax becomes part of your morning routine. Less bloating or heaviness after meals thanks to the fiber. Smoother skin tone from improved microcirculation. Steadier energy as blood sugar rises more gently. However, there's one important detail. Whole flax seeds often pass through undigested. Your body can't break the shell open on its own, so the nutrients simply slip through. That's why ground flaxseed is key. Once ground, your body can absorb every bit of its fiber, oils, and lignans. To use it right, add 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed to your cooked oatmeal. Stir well and let it thicken slightly. It gives a warm, nutty texture. Store your flaxseed in the refrigerator or freezer to protect its natural oils from turning rancid. Never cook it for long at high heat. Sprinkle it in after your oats are ready. 1 tablespoon a day might not sound like much, but its effects build quietly. The American Journal of Clinical Nutrition confirmed that consistent flaxseed intake lowers both total cholesterol and C-reactive protein, CRP, a key marker of inflammation. That's why many heart specialists now call flaxseed a functional food, something that doesn't just feed you, but actively helps repair you. In a world full of expensive supplements and heart medications, it's easy to overlook something as humble as ground flaxseed. Yet study after study shows it supports what truly matters. Softer, cleaner arteries, better blood flow, less strain on your heart with every beat. So, tomorrow morning, when you sprinkle that spoonful of golden powder into your oats, picture it quietly doing its work, sweeping, protecting, and fortifying the vessels that keep you alive. Your arteries may not say thank you, but your energy, clarity, and warmth throughout the day will speak for them. If flaxseed sweeps the arteries clean and blueberries guard them from damage, walnuts are the force that gets your blood moving again. These oddly shaped nuts, looking almost like tiny brains, are among the best foods you can eat for circulation and overall heart vitality after 60. Unlike most nuts, walnuts are uniquely high in plant-based omega-3 seconds, alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA, L-arginine, and polyphenols, 3 compounds that work together to restore flexibility and flow inside your arteries. Here's what that means in plain terms. Your arteries don't just sit there. They constantly expand and contract to control blood pressure and deliver oxygen. But as we age, they start to lose that rhythm. The endothelium, a thin inner layer that signals arteries when to open or relax, becomes less responsive, often due to oxidative stress and declining nitric oxide. Walnuts step in right there. The L-arginine they contain helps your body produce nitric oxide, the gas molecule responsible for relaxing arteries. More nitric oxide means smoother, easier blood flow and lower pressure on the heart. In one study published by Loma Linda University, adults who ate a handful of walnuts daily for 6 weeks showed significantly improved endothelial function, meaning their arteries could widen more effectively to handle blood flow. Another from Penn State University found that a walnut-rich diet lowered both LDL cholesterol and total triglycerides, while improving artery responsiveness after meals. You might notice this in everyday ways. Your hands and feet feel warmer. Light walks feel easier, with steadier breathing. Your focus improves because your brain gets more oxygen. It's subtle, but the body recognizes better circulation long before a lab test does. Walnuts also provide vitamin E, magnesium, and polyphenols, which reduce inflammation and oxidative damage to vessel walls. This combination helps prevent the very first stage of plaque, when cholesterol particles start sticking to roughened artery surfaces. The benefits don't stop at the heart. The omega-3 seconds in walnuts support healthy brain function and mood regulation. Research in the Journal of Nutrition, Health and Aging showed that older adults who regularly ate walnuts scored higher on cognitive tests, likely due to improved blood flow to the brain. Here's how to make them part of your routine. Add 4 to 5 walnut halves, roughly a small handful, to your oatmeal each morning. Chop them lightly and sprinkle after cooking to keep their oils intact and crunchy. Choose raw or lightly toasted walnuts Skip the salted or sugar-coated kinds. Store them in an airtight container in a cool, dark place, or even the fridge, to preserve freshness. If you're managing weight, don't worry, multiple studies, including one from Harvard School of Public Health, found that people who ate a small portion of nuts daily actually maintained a healthier body weight over time, thanks to better satiety and metabolism. So, what starts as a simple crunch in your morning bowl is actually a vascular workout for your arteries, helping them stay open, resilient, and responsive long after 60. The three ingredients, blueberries, flaxseed, and walnuts, each take on a different role. Blueberries defend against oxidation. Flaxseed clears excess cholesterol. Walnuts restore flow and flexibility. Together, they transform your oatmeal from a basic breakfast into a small act of daily repair, a meal that helps your heart, your brain, and your energy keep moving with you through the years. Your body remembers these habits, and every morning, with a spoonful of nuts and berries, you're quietly teaching it how to stay young from the inside out. Now that you know what each ingredient does, the real magic happens when they come together in one simple, balanced breakfast. Oatmeal alone gives you a foundation of soluble fiber, but when you mix in blueberries, ground flaxseed, and walnuts, you build something far more powerful. A meal that supports your arteries from three angles: cleansing, protecting, and energizing. Let's start with the basics. 1. The right morning routine. You don't need to overhaul your diet. Just make your oatmeal the centerpiece of your morning. Your arteries are most receptive early in the day. Blood sugar levels are steady, metabolism is waking up, and your cells are ready to absorb nutrients. That's why breakfast is the perfect time to feed them what they need to repair and relax. Here's a simple, evidence-backed recipe used in multiple heart health nutrition studies. Half cup of oats, steel cut or rolled. 1 tablespoon ground flaxseed. A half cup of blueberries, fresh or frozen. 4 or 5 walnut halves, chopped. Hot water or milk, preferably unsweetened almond or oat milk. Let it sit for a minute or two until thickened. Sprinkle a touch of true cinnamon if you like. Extra warmth and natural sweetness, it's good for blood sugar balance too. That's it. No fancy powders, no complicated routine, just pure food working with your body. 2. How they work together. Each ingredient targets a different weakness that comes with age. Blueberries protect the inner walls of your arteries with antioxidants, slowing stiffness and oxidation. Flaxseed binds and removes LDL cholesterol before it sticks to your arteries. Walnuts increase nitric oxide, relaxing your vessels and improving blood flow. Combined, these foods lower inflammation, reduce arterial pressure, and improve circulation effects verified in a 2020 meta-analysis from the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition. Researchers found that people who combined omega-3 rich nuts and fiber with polyphenol-rich fruits showed greater improvement in endothelial function than those who ate the same foods separately. It's synergy nature's way of saying, teamwork works. 3. How to adjust for your body. Not everyone's body reacts the same way, especially after 60. Here's how to tailor it. If you have diabetes or insulin resistance, use unsweetened almond milk, skip honey, or added sugar, and let the berries supply natural sweetness. The combination of flaxseed and cinnamon helps blunt post-meal glucose spikes. If you have digestive sensitivity, start with half tablespoon of flaxseed, then slowly increase. Drink enough water. The fiber expands and needs hydration to do its job. If you're managing weight or cholesterol, stick to about 4 walnut halves per serving. That's enough to improve lipid profiles without excess calories. If you take blood-thinning medication, moderate flaxseed and walnut intake to avoid interaction with omega-3 effects. Check with your doctor before large daily amounts. These aren't restrictions, just fine-tuning to match your system. 4. Timing and consistency. Artery repair doesn't happen overnight, but within 4 to 6 weeks, most people begin noticing gentle changes. More warmth in hands and feet, steadier energy, fewer blood pressure spikes. These are early signs of improved circulation. Stick with it for 3 months, and studies suggest measurable improvements in arterial flexibility and cholesterol markers. Make it your quiet morning ritual, something your future heart will thank you for. 5. A simple morning formula. Oatmeal equals foundation. Flaxseed equals cleanser. Blueberries equals protector. Walnuts equals circulation booster. Together, they form a natural, science-backed treatment, not a replacement for medicine, but a real companion to it. Every spoonful is a small investment in smoother blood flow, clearer thinking, and longer vitality. And the best part? You'll actually enjoy it. So let's take a moment to bring it all together. If you care about your heart not in theory, but in real, everyday life, this morning bowl could quietly change things for you. A few oats, a handful of blueberries, 1 spoon of flaxseed, and a few walnuts. That's it. But inside that, simplicity lies protection, repair, and steady energy that your arteries can actually feel. No magic pill, no strict diet, just food that works with you, not against you. Every time you sit down to this kind of breakfast, you're doing more than lowering cholesterol or easing blood pressure. You're helping your body stay flexible, responsive, alive. And that's the real goal, isn't it? Not just living longer, but living better. Feeling your body cooperate with you again. A quiet reminder, if this message spoke to you even a little, there's more waiting here for you. We share easy, science-backed ways to stay strong, eat well, and move with freedom after 50. No overwhelm, just clear, steady guidance for a healthier, calmer life. So before you go, take a second to subscribe to the channel Better Senior Health. That small click means you'll never miss the next simple tip that could make your days lighter and your body stronger. You can even tap the bell not for spam or noise, but so that when something genuinely useful appears, you'll know. And remember, healthy arteries aren't built in hospitals, they're built at home, one small habit at a time. What you eat, how you move, how you rest, it all adds up. So tomorrow morning, when you pour that oatmeal and see those blueberries floating on top, know this. You're already doing something right. Your body's been waiting for this kind of care. Keep going. We'll keep walking with you.